Ever wondered what it's like to experience the charm of the Las Vegas of the Black Sea? Welcome to Batumi, 2024. Hey there, I'm Eagle Explorer, and today I'm taking you on a journey through this dazzling city. Batumi, the jewel of the Ajara region, is a place where the modern world meets rich traditions. 1. Ethnic and cultural connections. Batumi shares a fascinating ethnic and cultural connection with the Turkish cities along the Black Sea coast. When you visit places like Trabzon, Aven, or Rize in Turkey, you'll notice the striking similarity in the facial features of the people there to those living in Batumi, Georgia. This is because, historically, these regions were once part of the same larger empire. Despite the Ottoman Empire's long rule, Georgian lands came under Russian influence after the 19th century. This shift brought them closer to Russian culture, especially after Soviet Russia took over Tbilisi in 1921, moving its influence towards Batumi. In 1921, an agreement between Turkey and Georgia resulted in Batumi becoming part of Georgia. For the past century, Batumi has been separated from Turkey, though Turkish ships enjoy tax-free access to Batumi's ports for maritime trade. Batumi is home to a significant Turkish and Slavic population, with the culture here now more closely aligned with Russia. While locals in Batumi follow Orthodox Christianity, their neighbors across the Black Sea in Turkey are predominantly Muslim and avoid pork. Interestingly, while casinos are banned in Turkey, they are a major source of income in Batumi. Despite their cultural differences, Georgians and Turks maintain close ties through trade and tourism in Batumi. There are even neighborhoods in Batumi where only Turks reside, complete with Turkish signs and cuisine. For example, in a Turkish bakery, you can enjoy a hearty breakfast with a large omelette for just €4. This unique blend of cultures makes Batumi a vibrant and diverse place. Hey there, where are you from? I want to know which city you're watching our video from. Please leave a comment so we don't feel lonely. A small action like this will motivate us to make more videos. Thank you and much love to you. 2. Living conditions and infrastructure. Today, Batumi is home to around 200,000 people. Known as the holiday city of the Black Sea, it has seen major construction and architectural changes over the years. Visitors who were in Batumi a decade ago would be amazed at its transformation. The city is a commercial port with a mix of Russian, European, and Ottoman architectural influences, a legacy of its Soviet administration from 1921 to 1991. In Batumi, you'll see many Soviet-style apartment buildings, especially as you move inland from the coast. These buildings, often over 40 years old, are still inhabited and showcase a distinctive architectural style, with some arranged around courtyards, giving them a unique appearance from above. Living in the Soviet-era apartments of Batumi is quite an experience. Residents hang their laundry from building to building using fixed poles or iron bars on their balconies and windows. Some apartments are so close to street level that anyone passing by could easily reach out and touch the laundry. Inside, many of these buildings are in poor condition. Earthquakes are rare in the Black Sea region, but the staircases and exteriors of these buildings are showing their age and wear. Some apartments look like high-rise shanty houses, with a patchwork of iron-lined frames and different designs next to each other, creating a lack of uniformity. While the coastal areas of Batumi are modern and competitive with cities like Dubai and Las Vegas, the living conditions in the inner parts of the city tell a different story. 3. Social issues and poverty. In the suburbs of Batumi, it's not uncommon to see children begging on the streets. It's heartbreaking to see a little girl with a newborn baby in her arms, most likely sent by someone watching from afar. Giving them money might seem like a good deed, but it often perpetuates the cycle, encouraging those who send them to continue exploiting these children. Meanwhile, the main streets near the coast look relatively modern, with tall buildings, two-lane roads, and a modern stadium. New construction is happening rapidly, with many rental and sale listings around these completed buildings. Looking at the real estate market in Batumi, you'll find that apartments away from the sea usually rent for around $400 per month. Newer apartments with sea views generally go for over $600 per month. Buildings close to the sea are often designed for casinos or hotels rather than residential use. The most expensive hotels are also near the sea. Typical apartments are at least 10 stories tall, with low ceilings and small balconies, focusing more on functionality than architectural beauty. Batumi is home to some truly iconic and visually striking buildings. The Alphabet Tower is a standout example. Inspired by the double helix pattern of DNA, this $65 million structure features the 33 letters of the Georgian alphabet spiraling up its sides. Initially intended to be a technology university, it was sold to a hotel in 2023. At 200 meters tall, it was the tallest building in Batumi in Georgia until 2023. Another unique architectural marvel is the upside-down white restaurant near the west end of the beach, a bold and unusual design you won't find anywhere else. 4. Attractions and landmarks. One of the most iconic landmarks in Batumi is the Ali and Nino statue, situated next to the Ferris wheel on the beach. This kinetic sculpture tells the tragic love story of a Christian Georgian girl and a Muslim Azerbaijani boy who could never be together. The sculptures move towards each other, merge into one, and then part again, symbolizing their eternal separation. Batumi is also home to many other architectural marvels like Nicholas Cathedral, Miracle Park, Piazza Square, and the Clock Tower. These structures serve both artistic and practical purposes, with some belonging to famous hotel and casino chains. The streets of Batumi, especially at night, are adorned with colorful buildings, many of which are casinos. The city's most stunning streets, such as Zurab Gorki and Constantine, feature Italian architecture with clean roads, lush trees, and European-style buildings. Batumi is known for its luxury cars, mainly German and Japanese brands like Mercedes, Porsche, and Lexus, which people here can easily afford despite moderate salaries. 5. Daily life and local cuisine. On these picturesque streets, you'll often see people enjoying Georgian wine, renowned for its quality and affordability. Georgia's fertile vineyards produce excellent wines, especially from the country's interior regions, which are sent to Batumi for tourists and locals to savor. First-time visitors to Batumi, much like those in Tbilisi, often indulge in traditional Georgian dishes like khachapuri and khinkali. Fresh fish from the Black Sea is another popular choice, with local fishermen providing the freshest catches at city markets. While residents typically buy raw fish to cook at home, visitors prefer to dine at the city's numerous restaurants. Dining in Batumi offers a unique experience. Even the bathrooms in some restaurants are designed with creativity and elegance. You might find lighting made from deer antlers, stone brick surroundings, sliding metal doors, and brass-colored fixtures, creating a medieval vibe. Despite the luxurious feel, dining in Batumi is affordable, with meals and drinks at upscale restaurants costing around €25 per person. Batumi is one of the most budget-friendly cities for tourists, especially for those who love seafood. 6. Climate and living conditions. While Batumi might seem like an appealing place to settle down, it's important to consider that the weather isn't always bright and sunny. Due to its geographical location, Batumi often experiences cloudy and dreary weather, with rain falling more than half the year. However, if you're interested in meeting Slavic people without traveling to Russia or Ukraine, Batumi is an ideal spot. The city is filled with charming individuals who are generally friendly and open to conversation, especially if you approach someone who is alone. Remember, though, this isn't investment advice. 7. Population and demographics. In Batumi, you'll notice that almost every other person you see is blonde and blue-eyed, likely indicating a significant presence of Russians or Ukrainians. The prevalence of Ukrainian flags in various city squares and the actions of individuals with similar genetics suggest that many of these people are Ukrainian. Many Slavs who come to Batumi are families with children, as evidenced by the numerous families with strollers and kids you'll see around the city. This may not be immediately apparent, but after exploring Batumi for a few days, you'll notice plenty of families with young children. The city is so child-friendly that some kids even receive free backgammon and chess lessons or education in parks within tourist areas. You'll also frequently see cleaning staff, usually in groups wearing green uniforms. These workers are often middle-aged or older, suggesting that younger people in Batumi might not be interested in or prefer not to work in municipal cleaning jobs, thereby providing employment opportunities for the older population. 8. Public spaces and pets. Unlike Tbilisi, Batumi doesn't struggle with the issue of stray dogs. Catering mostly to an elite crowd, the dogs you see in parks and on the streets are typically on leashes, accompanied by their owners. There's still a chance of encountering dog waste, but luckily, I didn't experience this. Additionally, you'll often see retired men playing stone games in parks designated for the elderly. In Batumi, staying hydrated is free and easy as there are water fountains in every park corner. The city even boasts a park featuring water shows, adding to its visual charm. These colorful nighttime water displays are a great spot for taking photos. If you enjoy not just taking photos but being in them, make sure to visit Batumi with a friend to capture all the beautiful moments you'll want to remember. 9. Artistic and nationalistic expressions. In Batumi, you'll find a lot of artistic murals and Georgian flags adorning the walls of many buildings. The Georgians are very proud of their national identity and love to display their flags everywhere. For instance, in Tbilisi, it's not uncommon to see people walking around at night with flags draped over their shoulders. This deep sense of patriotism is evident throughout the country. As beach season approaches, locals flock to the shore in their bikinis and shorts to escape the city's heat. The beaches in Batumi, however, are rocky rather than sandy, which can make walking a bit challenging. Despite this, the beach atmosphere is lively and welcoming, with people radiating positivity both in appearance and character. Whether you're shopping or just strolling, you'll be greeted with smiles everywhere, though shopkeepers might be extra friendly hoping you'll become a customer. 10. Social interactions and recreational activities. Batumi is a melting pot of people from various backgrounds who love to socialize and have fun. Many are more than willing to strike a pose if they spot your camera, and you're likely to get positive reactions if you approach someone for a chat. Parks near the beach offer free activities like ping pong and billiards, where you can engage in friendly matches with strangers. The availability of such recreational services in public spaces is rare and adds to Batumi's charm. Additionally, the city provides free fitness equipment along the coast for those who want to exercise outdoors. Exclusive bicycle lanes have been constructed on both main and coastal roads, marked by a red line to keep pedestrians out. This thoughtful urban planning encourages safe and enjoyable cycling. 11. Transportation and taxis. Transportation in Batumi differs from Tbilisi, particularly when it comes to taxis. Like in Tbilisi, Batumi taxis do not use meters, so it's crucial to negotiate the fare with the driver before starting your journey. The taxis in Batumi come in various colors, including red, green, white, and even purple, making them hard to distinguish from regular cars. The only indicator is the taxi sign on the roof, which might not instill much confidence in tourists. Without a metering system and with anyone potentially posing as a taxi driver, visitors might feel at risk of being overcharged. Most taxi drivers use large Toyota Prius models, while the police patrol in Hyundai sedans. Batumi doesn't have a metro system due to its small population of 200,000, but the city features blue city buses for public transport. For longer trips, like traveling to Tbilisi, you can avoid uncomfortable minibuses by opting for the Georgian rail system, which provides a more comfortable and reliable alternative.